All right, welcome back. Fine. So if you remember what we did before, we looked at this button. In this particular session, we're going to the next button, which is SQL, databases, Python, and R. All right, I'm just going to click on this button now. All right, as you can see, it talks back. It tells us it's performing the operation. What has it brought out? It's still asking us if we want the large screen or the small screen. I'm going to go with the small screen again, and this is the small screen. All right, so as you can see, it's quite different from the other one that we used before. I'm just going to close this one down. Let's compare it. Really, we have time. So on the right hand side is the ESQL on Sheets. On the left hand side is the is SQL, Python, R, and databases. All right, so I'm going to close this one down now. So we are on this on Python SQL. So looking at it now, I've gone through the interface before. I'm just going to run quick. I'm going to go to SQL number one. I do have a sample code there. I'm going to remove that out. First of all, using this, if I do run any code here without making sure my server name and database is correct, it will bring up error. So I'm just going to put in my server name. As you can see, it is blinded there. I'm just copying my server details there. I'm going to show you how it looks. What I'm doing here, I'm plugging in simple Dataverse connection. It looks this way. So in case you're wondering what do you need to put in there, this is how it's going to look like. So if you have Dataverse Power Apps, all you need to do get to know your server name. You can go into your properties, your environment, admin section. You should be able to see that. I hope this is big enough. Let me make it bigger. Let me highlight everything. Yes, let's make it bigger so everyone can see it clear and fine. Yep, let's do this. All right. So all you need are these details. Oh my, yes, let's see. All you need are just these details for you to put in on this bit. Yep, so you need for the first bit, this is the server name, which is this on top of here, and the next bit, which is the database name. This is my database name, so I'm using Dynamic CRM. So I've put the first bit here, I've put my server name, and I've put my database name. So I'm going to take this apart now. I'm just going to take it away. All right, so that is gone out of this off our way. It's going to minimize that down. Fine. So now this really runs like any SQL server, So I'm just going to kind of select 100 multiply by 200, and once I do this, I just click on run button at the bottom or at the top. It should give us result. Yeah, you can see it's different now. It's calling. Okay, I'm not connected to the internet. I think that might be an issue. So let me quickly connect to my internet, because it assumes that I have a database connection in the cloud, so it might bring up an app to the internet. So I'm connecting it to the internet now. It's slow. Let's see if it can come up quick enough before it runs, but it should be okay. Yes, it's connected now, so it should work. So I'm connected to the internet. As you can see, it has done its thing. Fine, it has done. Okay. 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 All, all right. So what it has done, let me make this a little bit. So it has put in, as you can see, it has brought our result and created a new sheet called sheet 3. and it has got us this pop-up to remind us or to point us that your new result is in sheet 3. You might have thousands or hundreds of sheets below here. This is very essential and important. So that's how you run SQL. You can also run complex SQL here. When I mean complex math SQL, you can put this one, say, divided by 1,000, and let's run this, for example, using the below button. Let's see. All right, it's doing its thing. Wow, it has done its thing. Okay, okay. All right, it's in sheet 4, as you can see. Done its thing, wonderful, very nice. It has also reminded us of the sheet that we have in. And that's how you use the SQL part. Like I said, I am going to demo getting results from the database very shortly. And for now, because the database, we have it connected already, I'm just going to show it. I've just demoed how to simply connect, simply use it for maths operation. The next bit here will be, is this also a different view? As you can see, this is view 1, as you can see above it. This is view 2, just a different way of having a look at it. I'm going to remove this one out. We were focusing on databases. So I am going to demo the database after I do the Python. So for now, just so you know, you can run any kind of SQL, any kind of math operation using this window, and it will work. So because we still have some few time on this particular session of SQL, I can now demo what these other buttons can do. So you remember we got a result in sheet 3 and sheet 4. Say for example, we'd like to let's start from the left hand side. We'd like to have a look at guide. We can click on this guide now, and we see the tables, we see queries we can copy any particular query here like I did before, or Python query. I can close it down now. Now we can, if we're operating like I said, we can click on this window, Excel window. And this question comes here: do we make Excel window visible or not? We can say yes or no. Just so you know, this will be very vital by the time we start using the database connection. So I'm going to click it once more. I'm going to say yes, make Excel visible, and we are back on track. So we go to the next resize. I'm also going to use this one next when we bring live data from our database. So, and that's comment. If I click on this comment button, as you can see, what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to make us be able to write comments on our activity window. And that is all for this session. So on this particular tab, this is the tab I'm going to use after I finish the Python session. Then I'll come back to run direct query to our database and see the results we might get, because I do want our connection to a database server to be lengthy so we can go slow and steady and everyone can be carried along. Alright, this is the end of this session. Just to recap, we put in our server name, we put our database name, we did not bother about our username and our password. And you remember what you need to put in there is just your details, for example, from your Microsoft Dynamics server, your environment. So these are the details you need to put in. This is the same like logging into SQL Server. You get this is quite constant. You can Google it. You also see this online, but this one is unique to you. All you need to do is just copy this, Ctrl C wherever you have, and paste it in this server name. Just delete what is there and put it inside. It will be encrypted. You won't be able to see what you've put there. As long as it's correct, it will pick it. Also pick in your database name. This is mine as regards Power Apps. This is how it looks. So you copy it, go here, delete what is there, and Control V, and it will stay. Forget, you don't need to bother about the username and password, because once you do click run at the first time, it will bring a pop-up asking you how do you want to authenticate your login into the server. So you can click Windows connection. There's an option Windows, and it will kind of run you through normal login into your Windows environment, and that's all you need to run SQL code direct to your database, and everything should work perfectly and fine using intelligence application. All right, so that is all. Thank you for sticking till this time. The next bit is going to be Python operations. Thank you and bye.